worries about weed killer.
This stuff really is dangerous.
More than 1,000 people claim a product that's still on store shelves has given them cancer.
It kills the weeds, but it's killing us.
Multiple class action lawsuits have been filed against the maker of the popular weed killer Roundup.
The company vehemently denies its product is making people sick, but NBC2 investigator Rachel Polanski talked to a Cape Coral man who says it nearly killed him.
When he walks into this room, John Vicory feels alive.
It's kind of like my happy place, you know.
Creating music, escaping reality.
When I'm playing guitar, I'm a million miles away from any health problems or anything.
But he can't play as much as he'd like to.
Well, losing most of my right lung was, of course, quite an ordeal.
Vicory was diagnosed with Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma 10 years ago, a cancer to his immune system.
I was absolutely shocked to death at first.
He had no idea what caused it.
It seems like a death sentence.
Then a group of researchers published this report in 2015 that said the key ingredient in the weed killer Roundup, called glyphosate, is probably carcinogenic to humans.
I didn't think Monsanto would sell something that would give me Non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Vicory says he sprayed Roundup regularly for 30 years. As an employee of a public works department in his home state of Ohio.
It makes me wonder how many people died because of this product.
Now retired in Cape Coral, he is one of hundreds of people suing Monsanto, the company that created Roundup.
All of the cases are involving people who have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma and who use Roundup in the application process.
Robin GREENWALD is one of the attorneys involved in the litigation.
Through animal studies and human epidemiology, that this chemical and the product itself causes non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
But Monsanto's vice president of global strategy says these lawsuits have no merit, telling me in a statement, "We can confidently say that glyphosate is not the cause. No regulatory agency in the world considers glyphosate a carcinogen." Monsanto also points to this 2016 report by the Environmental Protection Agency that says glyphosate is not likely to be carcinogenic to humans.
With such conflicting reports, we decided to take our questions to Southwest Florida doctors who have no connection to this case. How can the exposure to certain chemicals cause cancer?
We know that numerous chemicals, both naturally occurring and synthetic, can cause cancer through a complex process called carcinogenesis.
Dr. Raymond ESPER would not comment on the class action suits, but he did explain how scientists could prove that a specific cancer could be caused by a specific chemical.
It would be a very prolonged epidemiology study, and I know that those things are being conducted at various universities. One important piece of information would be to look at all of the people who did use that chemical and did not develop a problem.
Dr. Carol Roberts.
It's hugely lucrative for them.
Uses a holistic approach to medicine.
It doesn't surprise me at all.
Why do you say that?
Because anything that is anti-life is going to have bad effects on our bodies.
And she believes that glyphosate is dangerous.
When you see people who've been exposed to one particular toxicant and they're all developing the same type of cancer, I would say that's pretty good evidence.
So as the lawsuits make their way through the court system, and the weed killer continues to be sprayed,
They're still selling the same product.
John Vicory
That's what's really got me upset.
will keep fighting to stay alive.
To me, it's just another case of profit before people.
Now, Lee, Collier, and Charlotte County all use glyphosate in some varying degree. Collier tells me when Roundup is sprayed, workers put up signs to warn people that it has been used. And Lee tells me that any employee that uses Roundup must be licensed through the state. For the NBC2 Investigators tonight, I'm Rachel Polanski.